What up, Chodester Pod Base? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to Insanely Chill. Happy Taco Tuesday to you and yours. Of course, you're probably listening to this on Wednesday, but for me, it's I got an update about Taco Tuesday. I got an update. I don't know if you listened to the last episode, but maybe I'll just do a quick recap of the story. Basically, we started doing Taco Tuesday with a bunch of friends, right? It was my turn to host last week. I took it very seriously, and I killed it because my friend texted me and said he didn't believe in my hosting abilities. Actually, you know what he said? This is the quote. He said, the girls don't believe in your hosting abilities. That's what he said. And I thought he was taking the piss, right? I thought he was just talking shit to me, making some shit up about how the girls don't believe in me, basically, right? So I took it very seriously. We hosted a great Taco Tuesday, right? And then this motherfucker, last Tuesday, hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee real quick. Delicious. Last Tuesday, this motherfucker texts in the morning and cancels. Okay, that's the story. So I blow up. I'm recording my podcast. I freak the fuck out. I accidentally said his name, which was not the right move because, of course, fucking people found his account and like started commenting on all this shit. And so he ended up hitting me up and he was like, "Yo, dude, did you give me like a shout out on your podcast or something?" And I was like, sort of. Probably not the type of shout out you'd want, but yeah, let's just say that. I gave you a shout out, sure. And everyone was like, "Fuck you, Adam. How dare you ruin Taco Tuesday? Fuck you." Like being super mean to him. And so he watched the last episode of the podcast, and I know you're watching this one too. And he was like, "I'm gonna kill you. This isn't oh fucking Jesus. Does the Wi-Fi on? Damn it." Someone told me last time that the reason why my recordings get fucked up is because the Wi-Fi fucks with it. So I just turned it off. Anyways, he watched the last episode. He was like, "Dude, this isn't fair. All I was doing was relaying the message from the girls." And I was like, "No, dude, you made it up. You made it up. You made it up that they didn't believe in my hosting abilities." So he sent me a screenshot of the conversation with the girls and where they said, "I don't know. I really don't think Cody can cook." So now I'm like an asshole. I'm a total asshole. I mean, I know I'm an asshole anyways, but now I'm like a total asshole because I was the one I literally talked shit about Adam for 10 minutes. And he watched the whole thing and he was like, "Dude, this wasn't even me. I was just relaying the message." And it's just so happened that that's exactly what he was doing. I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have talked shit about Adam for 10 minutes. I'm sorry, dude, if you're watching this. I was in the wrong. And, but it happens. Anyways, I killed it. So I, smashed anyone's doubts completely out of the water. That's not a real phrase, but fuck it. However, now, it of course is Tuesday, right? So you're probably wondering, well, what's going on today? Who's hosting Taco Tuesday today? I'll tell you what, Adam, since he canceled last week, piece of shit for canceling, he's still a piece of shit for canceling last week. Even though he doesn't deserve all the shit I gave him for giving me shit, he still gets a little bit of shit for canceling. He does. So he's supposed to host today. And yesterday he tries to cancel again. I kid you not. How fucked is that? It's fucked up, man. You can't cancel Taco Tuesday 2 weeks in a row, especially after all the shit I gave you. You should be fucking buckling down, making, something crazy. But I think it's going to go down. I think it's going to happen. I'll let you guys know. Maybe perhaps on next week's episode, I'll let you guys know. Or on the Twitter. I'll let you know on the Twitter. Follow the Twitter for the podcast. It's @insanely_chill. And I'll give you a little update. And then we'll talk about it again. We'll do weekly updates on Taco Tuesday. And I want to know how yours is too. Because last time I challenged you. I said, you get together with all your friends and do a Taco Tuesday. And I got a lot of DMs of people being like, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So I want to know, how are your guys's? Hit me up. God, it's fucking hot in here. I closed the windows because I'm self-conscious about like my neighbors hearing me do this podcast. Because it's gotta be fucking weird to hear this shit. Like just if you didn't know what was going on, just me. I would sound like I'm fucking schizophrenic. Here's a funny story. This one time in my old apartment, the place where I lived before this one, it was like this place in Santa Monica, super shitty apartment. You might have seen it in one of my vlogs. I did like a tour of it one time. It looked like an Olive Garden took a shit, and that's what our apartment looked like. It was like it had like fucking fake ivy lining the cabinets and like quotes painted on the wall. Quotes painted on the wall. Shit like you know, this stupid shit like dance like nobody's watching bullshit, you know that? Like that's shit painted on the wall for whatever fucking reason. Who like wakes up in the morning and like looks at their wall for inspiration? You know, like, you know, I was gonna dance like people were watching today, but now that I've read this quote on my wall that says "dance like nobody's watching," I'm gonna do that instead because I'm fucking inspired by my wall. So weird. The other thing that the other weird ass painting that they had was it was like an owl. Oh, this is in my vlog. You should go back and find this old vlog because somebody had painted this owl on the wall, and they basically painted a window to make it look like the owl was like sitting in this like little window to the outside that was like open to the outside. But they painted the perspective all wrong. So you know, like when you're young and you try to paint draw like a door or something, and you angle the lines wrong, so the perspective is all fucked because you're just a dumb kid and you don't know anything about physics. That's what someone had painted it like that on the fucking wall and then kept it. Like, I feel like if you're a real friend and your friend paints some dumb shit like that on your wall, you gotta tell him, you gotta say something, right? Where are the landlord's friends? She must have had friends over at some point who saw that owl and bit their tongue. Because it's nobody would look at that and go, oh, good, cool owl. I like how it fucking looks like, what are those stairs? You know, those like crazy stairs that are like an optical illusion. I know all you motherfuckers are sitting there right now being like, you know the name and you want to scream it at me, but I don't know what it is. But you know what I'm talking about. That's what the window looked like at this place. Whose friend? Friends don't let friends paint fucking owls on the wall, or quotes for that matter. I don't know if you're watching this on YouTube or not, but I've just been holding my coffee cup up like an angry boss. And now I want those reports on my desk by Tuesday, Jared. How high can I fucking hold this thing? Oh, by the way, in the last episode, I know I said, but like, what was I even fucking talking about? I don't know. I'm a little bit hungover right now. In the last episode, we were talking about how Marcus really loves mugs, and this is the one I brought up. It's got a little sloth on it, and it says "to do." He's looking at like a piece of paper, and so you can see what's written on it. It says "to do: hang from tree branch and relax." This is the one that showed up broken on a Monday. But we got a refund, or we got a replacement. So that's what I'm sipping. Sweet nectar from this morning. Okay, what the fuck was I even saying about the house? Oh yeah, okay. So funny story. So, we're living in that old apartment, right? I think it was, oh God, like a weekend or something. I forget what happened, but I woke up. I thought I was all by myself in the apartment. The apartment was weird. It was 2 floors. And there was like 4, it was a 4-bedroom place. And so I was like in the upstairs bedroom or something. I woke up, came down, didn't hear anyone. And this is when I was, doing Vine shit. So I thought I was alone in the apartment. I had an idea, so I just started making a Vine. And if you've ever tried to make a Vine or have seen the behind the scenes process of that, it's not pretty. I mean, it's like filming anything, right? Like I would just stand there, talk to the camera, I'd watch myself and I'd go, no, not good enough. And I'd do it again. So to any unsuspecting bystander, to any person that didn't know what was going on, it would sound like I had multiple personality disorder. Literally, it would sound like I'm the dude from Split, like just talking to myself. And I didn't know this, but my roommate's girlfriend was was in the room, and she was the only one home besides me, and I had no fucking idea. So I'm like sitting in the living room screaming at my phone, basically, like just doing something. It was like some stupid ass Vine where I was like just making an absolute fool of myself. And she was sitting in the room just like listening to me be fucking crazy outside. What would you do? Would you come out and be like, hey, are you good? What are you doing? I bet she was like fucking scared. Like it literally sounded like I was going insane outside, just saying the same thing over and over to myself, the same stupid punchline. It was something about like snapback hats or something. I don't know what would you do? Would you confront a crazy person like that? I'd be scared that they'd fucking chop my nuts off or something, you know? What the fuck was I? Yeah, so I'm a little bit hungover. I had a few too many wobbly pops last night, you know? Few too many dizzy pops. There's this place there's this bar by our place that has this alcoholic kombucha. Oh, which I realize now, man, I keep like out douching myself. I just said douching myself. Douching myself. No, I seriously, you know, like in the last episode talking about the dual yacht parties, like I just accidentally said I went to 2 yacht parties and I was like, that was the douchiest thing I've ever said. I think I just topped it by saying they have this really good alcoholic kombucha. I don't know if you guys fuck with kombucha or not. I do. I do very much fuck with kombucha. Kombucha fucks, and I fuck with kombucha. It's super good. It tastes like spoiled yogurt in liquid form. But I love that, you know? I've always loved like really tart things. Like when I go to the frozen yogurt place, I get the plain flavor because I like the tartness of it. So kombucha fucks for me personally. And so when I found out this bar by our place has alcoholic kombucha, I was on that shit like white on rice, you know? And it's 7% alcohol. So this shit gets you pretty dizzy. Oh, pretty dizzy this shit gets you. Let me just say that. So we had a few, and then we went to, and this is after we had ramen last night. I was drinking sake. It's just bad. It's just, you know, I was in Montana for like 5 days or something with my parents last week. And that's where I flew, like right after I recorded the last episode of the podcast. I'm pretty sure I flew to Montana. And I did a detox. I was arguing with my uncle about what the difference is. I was doing a detox. I wasn't I think when you cleanse, you inherently detox. But when you're detoxing, you're not necessarily cleansing, right? Cleansing is when you just go balls to the wall and you're like, fuck it, I'm just not going to eat anything for 6 days or whatever, you know? Or like just drink pickle juice or whatever. I'm just going to milk a cucumber and drink that for 5 days. And that's it. That's a cleanse, right? I was just detoxing. So I was just getting rid of the toxins, just not drinking alcohol basically for 5 days. But I was still like, you know, and I was like working out a lot, but I was still like, you know, I was still eating like chocolate, drinking coffee. So I guess I wasn't really I just didn't drink, basically. I just didn't drink. That's all I did. Really not that big of an achievement at all. But I felt fucking great. Actually, no, I didn't. I wish I could say that I felt great. I wish that I could sit here right now talking to you, and I wish I could say, yeah, I didn't drink for 5 days and I felt absolutely amazing. Felt like a new person, but it's not true at all. It's not true. It felt like dog shit, honestly. But I think it was a combination of things. I think it was because I was in Montana. The elevation is a lot higher. The air is thinner. It's harder to sleep. It's harder to catch your breath. So I wasn't really sleeping. So I would wake up every morning feeling like shit, and I'd be like, oh, man, I thought this no drinking thing would work. But it just wasn't really working. I felt like a pile of dog shit. I did feel like more energy and shit, though. I did. I mean, I could feel the difference, you know? And so when I got back here, I was like, I was just kind of ready to drink again. Every time I talk about drinking, it makes me sound like a total alcoholic. I'm really not. It's as a mid 20-year-old person, 26, it's a big part of my social life. People, you go out, people are drinking you go out let me try to put together a full sentence here. Every time you go like for a business meeting or whatever, it's, over drinks, over beers. It's just a big part of the social scene here in Los Angeles. And so when I don't drink for a little while, it's a little bit abnormal, right? And you get back, and then I was like, okay, well, better get on the drink train again. Better start that up. Nice little break, but it's time to crush some Dizzy Pops once again. So yeah, cleanse. So I detoxed a little bit. And I don't know why I started talking about that. What was I talking about? Could someone help me out? Yeah, I forget that you guys can't. Yeah, Montana was fun though, dude. It was just a lot of hiking, does anyone, okay, here. Something I wanted to bring up. Does anyone have active parents? You know what I'm talking about. Like active parents that do that work out a lot, triathlete parents. I know some of you right now are like, yep, and you know exactly what I'm about to say, probably. It's tough. It's tough having active parents. It is tough because, people are always like, well, you got big shoes to fill. The shoes that I have to fill are running a marathon, like right now, probably. That's what happens when I fucking hang out with my parents. I sign up for marathons. I signed up for a marathon last week. I got back. My friends are texting me and they're like, hey, dude, what's up? How's Montana? How's hanging with your parents? And I'm like, it's good. I signed up for a marathon. And they're like, well, I guess that's what happens when you hang out with your parents. And I'm like, I guess. How often do you fucking sign up for marathons after you hang out with your parents? I know some of you right now with active parents are like, every time. How fucked is that, man? I signed up for a fucking marathon in October. I got to start training. I did start training while I was there. I had what? I didn't really have any plans of doing that. Hanging out with my parents for 2 days and all of a sudden I'm fucking signing up for a marathon. Dude, you want to know what my fucking parents did for their anniversary this year? I don't know what, I think it was 30th or something. No, that's too much. Some, they've been married for a lot of years. And for their wedding anniversary this year, this is what they did. They biked 5 hours to this town called Banff, which is a beautiful, beautiful town by the place I grew up. They had dinner, stayed overnight, and then they biked 5 hours back the next day. 10 hours. For their wedding anniversary, they worked out for 10 hours for their wedding anniversary. That's how they celebrated it. By working out for 10 hours. 10 hours. I haven't worked out for 10 hours in the past month. And they worked out for 10 hours in 24 hours for their wedding anniversary to celebrate it. What do normal couples do? I don't know. Have sex, maybe? This is gross. I'm sorry, parents, if you're watching this. I don't really want to talk about that. I'm just saying, I bet they were too tired to even do it, Dude, you want to know what my mom, they don't, so when I got my first job, they just started, like after I graduated college, right? That I've been supporting myself ever since then. And the only thing my mom has ever paid for was my phone bill. And this is for about 2 years after I graduated. She basically just didn't notice that she was paying for my phone bill. And I didn't tell her because I'm a piece of shit. And so that was the only thing that she was paying for for like in terms of my life. I was making my own money and paying for it, and I have been ever since, right? About 2 years after, or 2 years, she figured out, okay, I'm not going to pay for your phone bill anymore. So now she doesn't pay for anything except for marathons. She'll do it. She'll do it. She'll be like, yeah, I'll pay for it. It's like, so I my phone, I use it for my job a lot, right? Like especially like for the reason why I am where I am today, the reason why I have people listen to me talk to my fucking self for an hour every week, the reason why I have people watching my YouTube videos is because of my phone. I started on Vine, started doing social media. That's how I got involved in comedy in the first place, right? That's where I am. That's why I am where I am today. So it's just funny to think my mom, for her to be like, oh, your phone bill? Fuck no. Not paying for that shit. Wait, but you want to go be in pain for 4 hours straight? Sure. I'll write the fucking check. Here you go. Here you go. $150. There you go. Go suffer for 4 hours. For no reason. That's what a marathon is. It's just suffering for 4 hours. That's what it is. You can watch. I have an old YouTube video about what my first marathon was like. And I swore I would never do another one. And now I'm fucking doing another one. In 2 months. I gotta train today. I paid for this one though. She didn't even offer. Messed up. I'm kidding. I don't give a fuck. It's just kind of funny that she has paid for my past. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, marathons. And she's paid for a few of my acting classes too, I guess. So big ups to you, Mom. Thank you. I love you. Appreciate you. Anyways, active parents, man. Dude, wait, I'm just thinking of another. One time she sent out, she for some reason she figured out, or my dad or someone figured out that there was a gift code for the LA Marathon, and you could sign up for it and it would waive the fee. So you could sign up for the LA Marathon for free. And she sent me the gift code and I sent it to all my friends that live in LA, and we all signed up for the marathon. What? My parents somehow got me and all my friends to sign up for a marathon, even though none of us had ever done one before. And like some of the people just didn't even work out. They were just like, yeah, sure, fuck it, let's do it. How does that happen? What the fuck? My mom got like 6 dudes to sign up for a marathon with a gift code. How? That's some sorcery. That's some active parent shit. That's what that is. That is some active parents shit right there. Dude, my parents don't even run normal marathons. They run ultra marathons. My dad's run like my dad's run 100-mile marathon before. 100 miles. 100 miles. 100 miles. How fucking crazy is that? I also feel like ultra, naming a marathon ultra marathon is the douchiest fucking way you can name a marathon ever. They're out-douching themselves by naming it ultra marathon. It's like, couldn't they just name it double marathon? Why'd they have to say ultra? That's how you name like razors. You know, like Ultra Chic Hydro 4, this time with 76 blades. You know what I mean? Ultra marathon, it's just douchey. It's mean to all the people that are doing the normal marathon. What are you doing? Oh, I was going to run a marathon. You know, it's 26 miles. Very, very big achievement. Oh, yeah, no, that's cool. No, that's great. No, you go do your little marathon. You go do your little marathon. I'm going to do the ultra marathon because I'm an ultra human being. Ultra, like, just fucking let the festival have that name, Ultra. Just leave that to the festival in Miami. That makes sense for that to be called Ultra. Because they're just douchey, you know? Like, I've been to Ultra in Miami. It's fucking douchey. It's like, I bet you the people that were like first putting together Ultra, the festival, they were like, what should we call this? And they were like, well, man, I don't know. We want it to be like a festival, but like on drugs, you know? Someone's like, a festival is a festival on drugs. Let's call it Ultra. Fuck yeah. Perfect. It's like a festival, but way more ultra. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just saying ultra is a very douchey thing to name a race. They do ultra marathons, 100 miles. They worked out for 10 hours to celebrate their anniversary, and they run 100-mile marathons. And my mom's on one too, I think. My mom's definitely done 50, and I think she's done 100 as well. They've done Ironmans, both of them. I'm telling you, man. This is some active parent shit. Every vacation I've been on with them in the past, even 10 years has been an active vacation. Like we go on bike trips and hike trips. Like when I went to Hawaii with them in February, every night we would walk 45 minutes to the restaurant because my parents wanted to work up an appetite before we got there. I love it though. I love it. I love when I spend time with them because I just feel healthier and I feel good. You know, my mom whips up some fucking. We ate some crazy what did we have? The second night I was there, we had fucking these tacos that were just really healthy. They were just peppers with cumin. Cumin? How do you pronounce that? Cumin? It sounds like I'm saying human. Human tacos. No, cumin and some curry shit. I don't know. Just peppers. Just fucking peppers. No meat. Just peppers. But it was awesome. Peppers and guacamole. Pepper tacos. Who has pepper tacos? Sounds boring. It was good. A little cumin in there. Super good. Yeah, but I like hanging out with them. I feel healthier. I feel good. I like taking active vacations. It's cool because, by the time you walk the 45 minutes to the restaurant, you do have a crazy appetite. And you feel like I fucking earned this shit. I earned this dinner. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to get some bread pudding. It's going to be a theme. I love bread pudding. Oh, this is what I wanted to say last night. So last night we went to this bar. We had a few kombuchas. We had a few alcoholic kombuchas. Feeling a little bit dizzy. And we decided to hit Salt and Straw, which is this fucking ice cream place on Abercrombie. And it's the, I've talked about it before probably, but it's the place that has all the quirky flavors, They're like, we do sweet and savory flavors. The one I got one time was goat cheese and olive. That's a flavor of ice cream that I got one time. And like I said, I'm a fan of that shit. I buy into it. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. It's cool. They do savory flavors, right? Because they're a trendy fucking ice cream place. Costs $28 for one scoop of this fig ice cream or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, I buy into it. I'm like, I just like buying into that shit. I don't know. I like hipstery places like that. So we went there last night, and they had a whole batch of new flavors. One of them was carrot cake. That's the one Colby got. I went ahead and I got cream cheese and Tapatio flavored ice cream. Now, Tapatio is a hot sauce. So you can imagine probably how this tasted, or maybe not. I couldn't really. That's why I got it. I was like, cream cheese? Love cream cheese. Big fan of cream cheese. Eat it by the tub. I'd love some ice cream that tastes like cream cheese. And it was fucking disgusting. Yeah, I kind of pretended to like it. And then after a while, I was like, this is rancid. The cream cheese part wasn't that bad. The cream cheese part wasn't that bad at all. It was. I liked the fact that the ice cream tasted like cream cheese. It was these fucking balls of Tapatio, like the hot sauce. They had rubbery balls of Tapatio in this ice cream, and so you'd eat it, and it was just oh man, gross. And I still got half a pint of this shit. I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it that much. The carrot cake one was way better. I'm telling you. If you go to Salt and Straw, try to this for the next month because I think the flavors are monthly. Try and avoid the cream cheese and Tapatio flavored, or just take a sample so you know how fucking rancid it is. Funny, I went from active parents right into fucking ice cream. Okay. Here's something I wanted to bring up. Yo, stop blowing my shit up. Stop blowing up my fucking spot. You guys, I talk about shit on here because it's you and me. And I want, it's us. We're in a room and we're chatting. This is what I'm talking about. Last episode I talked about my ex-girlfriend who now has like an Instagram account with her boyfriend where they're traveling, whatever. So, some of you motherfuckers went out there and found it and like were like commenting. That's not cool. That's not fucking cool. Just let it be. If I talk about some shit in here, it's me and you. We're in a room. I'm talking to you about my ex-girlfriend because I feel safe. I trust you. And for you to leave and go look up that fucking account and blow up my spot, that's not cool. Right? Come on, have a little bit of common sense. Don't go digging up my ex-girlfriend's page and tweeting it. Someone tweeted it. They were like, this is the page he was talking about. This is the Instagram account. Just if you're curious, go look it up. Don't fucking tweet it. Don't blow up my damn spot. I'm sorry. It's a little tough love right now, but it makes me not want to open up on here. This is so sad. I'm getting like really emotional for no reason. No, I'm serious. It pissed me off a little bit. I was like, have a little bit of common sense. What do you think that feels like for me? I don't want her knowing that I'm talking about her on my podcast, right? She's off doing her thing. I'm off doing my thing. Why you gotta fucking blow up my spot? And even the Adam thing. Like you guys were commenting on his pictures and he was like, what the fuck happened, man? Did you give me a shout out? I thought it was funny that people were like commenting on his shit because I was actually really pissed. But you're still blowing up my spot a little bit. Don't blow up my spot. It's you and me. I trust you. We're talking about the life. And I want to continue doing that. But you're blowing up my damn spot. Stop blowing up my spot. Stop exposing me. Don't go look at my ex-girlfriend's Instagram page with her boyfriend and then tweet it. What good is going to come of that? What's going to happen? She's going to go like it's just weird, right? It's weird. It's weird for her to know that I was talking. Stop blowing up my spot. I'm sorry. Little tough love. Love you guys. Well, I don't know. Do I? Nah. I'm just saying. Stop blowing up my fucking spot. Love you guys, but stop blowing up my fucking spot. Listen, love you, trust you, glad we had this conversation, but stop blowing up my fucking spot. Stop blowing it up. Yeah, man, Montana was fun. I fucking so sick of airports now, though. So sick of airports. I'm ready to not fucking fly anywhere for at least a week. Just, man, I told this story on the last weekend edition with Marcus and Noel. So I'm not going to tell it again. It's just fucking TSA screaming at you every single time. Shoes off. Please take your laptops out of the bag. Like, dude, I know. Raise your hand if you haven't flown before. I bet you fucking one person would raise their hand and it would be like an 8-year-old kid. Like, we know the fucking way. We know how to do this, dude. Everyone's been doing this for years now. We know how to take the laptop out of the fucking bag. The liquids or gels and the shoes and no water. And I know. And they're always like just yelling it for no reason. Like thinking that they're a good job. Man, it's fucking annoying. So I'm ready to just not. And then my flight back from Montana, for some reason, I don't know why, it was 80% babies and 20% people that were sick. No, 19%, and then 1% me. 80% babies, I kid you not. There was more babies than there were parents. Somehow. No idea how. And I just, like in the waiting room for the plane, while waiting to board, I just saw all these babies. And I'm just like, it's a time bomb. Well, not a bomb. I mean, that's not the best analogy to make when we're talking about airplanes here. But I just knew. I was like, God, this flight is going to suck. One of these babies is going to explode into cryingness and just explode. One of these babies is just a little emotional explosion about to go off on this plane, and every other baby, it's like a domino effect. Once one baby explodes and starts crying, every other fucking baby's gonna be like, whoa, that baby's crying, maybe I should start crying. And they're all gonna cry. I just knew it. Luckily, I had a few episodes of Ozark downloaded to my phone, which if you're not watching that show right now, get on that shit. What are you doing if you're not watching that show? Having a productive life? Forget about it. Watch that show. Ozark on Netflix. Fucking money show. Absolutely money. And so I had a couple episodes of Ozark downloaded to the old phone. And so I was just, tuned out the exploding babies and was just very into my Ozark. And then, so like I said, 80% exploding babies and then 19% sick people. The guy beside me had SARS or something, I swear. Just was like, would just cough like in my direction. It's like, dude, if you're gonna like fucking cough in your shirt or some shit, you're gonna get all these babies and me sick. And then these babies are gonna be exploding in diarrhea and I'm gonna fucking have SARS. I swear this dude had swine flu and SARS mixed together the way he was coughing. Just it was so bad. I was just like, God, I'm just so ready not to fly anywhere ever again for a week at least. Anyway, so yeah, I'm training for this marathon. I'm back on my fucking fitness grind. My dick's getting too fat. My dick was getting too fat a little bit. You can tell. Just drinking, eating a lot. You can tell. I mean, I know I've talked about this on my, but I just fell out of it a little bit. Fell out of the fitness. My dick was getting a little bit too fat. It's important to keep the dick fat. You eat a lot of food, keep the dick fat. But, you come to a point sometimes where it's like, oh, maybe it's a little bit too fat. And so maybe I need to slim down the dick a little bit. So I've been trying to eat less. I've been intermittent fasting, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically you fucking eat for 8 hours a day and then you don't eat any calories outside of those 8 hours. So for 16 hours or whatever the fuck is 24 minus 8 is. So I eat from noon to 8 basically, and then I just don't eat anything outside those hours. And every time I do this, dude, the weight just fucking falls off. It's crazy. I've lost like 2 pounds or something already. It's nuts. And I think it's just because I'm eating, like I feel like diets in general are just, everyone's got a different diet, right? And people are like, well, you got to do the no carb thing, or you got to do slow carb thing, or you got to do the fucking just high fat, low sugar. You got to eat legumes and fucking, I don't know, everyone's got a different technique. I think just no matter what, like if you're just trying to lose weight, every diet is basically just like you cutting out one thing what am I trying to say here? You're just eating less calories. That's what it is. Every diet is like you're cutting out one thing that pushed you over the edge before of like over your maintenance, like you were eating too many. Because I don't eat from 8 till 12, like I'm just naturally eating less calories now. It's not because people go, oh, intermittent fasting is really good for your body because, biologically, we're built to fast, right? We went through periods of time where we couldn't, where we're hunter-gatherers, whatever. We went through periods of time where we weren't eating at all until the next hunt, right? And so, like, that's how biologically we're wired to fast and our bodies like it or whatever. Sure. Fucking sure. Probably. I don't know. But that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about losing a couple lbs. I'm more, worried about looking good on the beach. I don't give a fuck about hunter-gatherer. I don't give a shit about that, right? And people talk about like it's really good for you, when you're like trying to lose that like 1% of fat. It's like I'm not there. I don't look like the people at Gold's Gym. I'm not trying to lose that last percentage of body fat so that I can be 0% body fat. I'm just trying to lose a couple lbs here. I've been holding my mug up the whole episode. This is insane. I'm getting like an arm workout. So yeah, I feel like it's just me. I'm just eating less calories now because, and that's what diets are. I feel like you're cutting out carbs. Great. That just means you're going to eat less fucking croissants and you're eating less calories then. And you will probably lose weight. So, when it comes to diets, just fucking pick one that works. Pick one that you can stick to, that you don't mind sticking to. Cut out soda. There you go. Not that I'm really anyone to give fitness advice, honestly. I get back in and get back out of shape so often. It's just like a fucking sine wave. Fuck. What was I talking about? I had some shit I wanted to say. I'm in a weird mental state right now. I just, like I said, I woke up a little bit hungover, had a few too many dizzy pops last night, and then immediately woke up and was like, okay, I want to be. I just was like groggy when I woke up, so I went surfing, and surf was really good today. It was weirdly good, which like fun, not that good, but fun. Crystal clear water today. Sun was shining. Everyone was out there on their longboards. I brought my shortboard because I'm a fucking idiot. But I caught a few. I caught this one just unreal wave, which is that just makes everything worth it. You know, you could have 5 bad sessions and then you catch that one just buttery wave that you just take all the way in, and it's just fucking makes up for everything. You know. So I had one like that today, and then I came back and now I'm just like got water pouring out my nose. I'm like sort of tired, but sort of still like have that surfing high. You know. I don't know. Oh, fuck. You know what I was going to do? I was, okay, here, let me talk about this first. And then, because I'm enjoying myself. I'm not really, this is usually the time where I'm like, my mind I start to go crazy a little bit. But you know what? I'm feeling good right now. Still holding my mug up, still holding this thing high in the air. I was thinking about this because I went kayaking when I was in Montana, which I'm not really a fan of kayaking. Never really have been. And my aunt really wanted to go kayaking, so we're like, sure, let's go. I mean, I wasn't like totally opposed. I was just like, you know, it's never been a thing where I'm like, kayaking, yeah, fucking sweet. Like, who said kayaking? I am down. Never really been a thing like that for me. I'm always kind of like, I mean, sure, I'll fucking go kayaking, I guess, but I'm not gonna be excited for it. And so we went out for an hour, and I realized an hour is the perfect amount of time to do something that you don't like. It really is. Because by the time we paddled out for half an hour, and by the time I thought, oh, I don't really like this, I was already half done. And then I just paddled back and got out. And I was like, that wasn't really that, I kind of had fun. Even though I don't like kayaking, I kind of had fun because I only did it for an hour. It's like the perfect amount of time to do some shit that you don't like is an hour. 2 hours would have been a different ballgame. 2 hours would have been Miz. But an hour, perfect. Half an hour in, I was like, oh gee, I'm not really having that much fun. Oh, look at the watch. I'm already half done. All I have to do is go back. So now I can relax and actually have fun with it. And I did. I ended up having fun. Got a good arm workout in. A little bit better than me holding up this mug right now, honestly. Kayaking is fucking hard. I respect anyone who does that shit regularly. I don't know who the fuck that would be. If you kayak regularly, why? But I respect you because you must have pretty fucking beefy ass arms. Couple cannons on you, you know? So I talked in the last episode about, this is actually kind of funny. I talked in the last episode about wanting an intern because I want to start vlogging again, and I want someone to be around all the time to fucking film us and potentially edit too if they want. And then I was thinking like I'll split I'll come up with some like percentage of the revenue generated by the channel that we would run together basically with you. And this is a serious offer. So if you actually want to inquire, you can email my manager. Actually, she fucking texted me yesterday, or she called me yesterday, my manager, and she goes, hey, did you say some shit on your podcast about like needing an intern or something? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I've gotten so many emails in the past like hour of people wanting to be your intern. And she was like, I just can't believe that people actually want to do this for you. And I was like, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, I know, me neither. So if you want to do that, if you, I think like be around maybe 3 days a week, hang out with us. If we go on trips, I'll pay for you to go on trips and stuff, but you got to film us. You got to have a good eye for like camera. You got to have the same sense of humor as us, and you got to be able to edit too and make a funny video. So, and then we can split the channel revenue, and this is a third channel, so we'd be starting from scratch, but I'm sure we'd be generating like a decent amount of money. I don't know. That's the thing with this channel. This channel actually makes this channel on YouTube, my podcast channel, makes almost as much money as my main channel, which is fucking crazy. But that's how much my main channel is broken in terms of like revenue stuff, in terms of like ads and shit. because they don't show ads on my content because YouTube likes to just fuck me. So that's why I'm going to start a third channel for my vlogs, and I feel like we could potentially generate some decent money, and you deserve half of it if you're fucking doing the shooting and the editing. So let me know if you got. Those are the requirements. And send me some videos you've made too. Shoot them to me. You can DM it to me, or you can email my manager, and she'll forward them all to me. But be careful. Be careful I want serious inquiries. I want people that will actually people that will actually it's a third. I feel like we're co-founding this third channel together, and we're gonna start this new fucking content adventure together. And I want someone who's serious and who's funny and who's gonna hang around all the time, and who can also just fucking go get me coffee and shit. No, I'm kidding, but maybe, I don't know. You're an intern, you know what I mean? It's a fucking interny thing. You got to do it sometimes. I just lost everybody that was thinking about seriously inquiring for that. But anyways, yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking make some vlogs. Anyways, I got to look at I told you guys last time I would look at I got to turn on my fucking... I told you I would look at the Twitter account and go through some DMs and shit, so... Let's do that, shall we? Should have left more time for this. Oh, wait, I got a Snapchat from my roommate. I'm going to check it out. Just make sure he's not coming home, Because then I would have to end it. Maybe this will just be a perpetual thing where I just keep delaying checking the hashtag. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. Dude, this guy goes, dude, I will absolutely help you film vlogs if you start a third channel. I can edit the vids to the style your vlogs have been. Fuck yeah. See, I'm getting some serious inquiries here, and it's great. I got some comments on the last video. I'm looking at all of them, so I'm gonna actually spend some time emailing people and shit and DMing people back. Where do you watch Love Island? Trying to find out. Okay, so there's this fucking website. I forget, my friend sent it to me. It's like one of those free TV websites, It's shitty, but you're stealing TV basically, but which I feel a little bit bad about, but you can't watch it elsewhere in America. So I've been using that. I don't know what it is though. Actually, you know what? No, I shouldn't. Should I say what? Yeah, fuck it. It's watch-series.co. Watch-series.co. That's what it is. And you can watch all the episodes there for free. So there you go. What else do we got here? Some more inquiries for the intern. Your podcast fucks. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You know what else fucks? Kombucha fucks. Is it kombucha or kombucha? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, fucking me. Oh, shit. I forgot. MeUndies fucking tweeted at me. Dude, it's always been my life goal to have MeUndies sponsor this fucking podcast. And they tweeted at me and they're like, email us and we'll see if we can make it happen. Dude, if that fucking happens, I'm going to be reading MeUndies ads, and you guys all have to fucking enjoy those things because it's a special moment. It's not just a normal ad. This is a MeUndies ad. That's, you've reached a crazy level in the podcast world if you're reading MeUndies ads. So I'm going to email them back today. Cross your damn, cross your fingers, cross your nuts, whatever you got to do. So let's hope that happens. When will you come to New York and do a stand-up show? It'd be great. So I think what my tentative plan is potentially is me and Noel are going to work on the show that we're going to do in LA next month. And we're already talking about what it's going to be, and I think we have a pretty good idea. And so if it works out, then I'd love to go on tour with it potentially. So that's my tentative plan for next year. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm working on. And so if so, then definitely New York. Let's see what else we got here. Hey man, what happened to your latest video on your main channel? Okay, so when Marcus and Noel and I filmed that last episode of the podcast, I had this idea for this video. Basically, Jake Paul keeps coming out with songs, and they keep getting worse somehow. I don't know how he keeps making songs. He's out douching himself, but And I guess that's not really. He just, I don't know. He's outdoing himself every time with how bad his songs are. It's fucking crazy. Every time you think it can't get worse, he's like, think again, motherfucker. Now his most latest song is about the media or some shit and about all the hate. And it's just so bad, dude. He fucking like, he talks, one of the lines is where were you when I was in the email discouraging kids from killing themselves or something. And then right afterwards, he does the Millie Rock. Like, this kid is just like, fucking have a little bit of common sense. Like, what are you doing? And so basically, I was like, whatever. I've hated on this kid enough, and everyone is hating on him. And the song is almost too easy to hate on. So my idea for the video is basically just like do like title it like reacting to Jake Paul or whatever. So everyone's expecting me to hate on this song, and then we just watch the song and like bob our heads to it, and at the end go, it's pretty good, and then it ends. So that's exactly what we did, and I thought it was really funny, but nobody understood the joke at all. And people were like, dude, this isn't fair use, man. You can't just take his video like this and play it unedited for 3 minutes. And I was like, God damn it. This is just clearly did not work. I just totally fucked this up. Nobody understands the joke. Maybe I just didn't execute it properly. And so I just put it on private. So it's still up, but it's just on private. Maybe I'll put it unlisted and you guys can watch it if you have the link or something. I don't know. But that's where it went. If you're wondering where the video went, that's where it went. Sometimes it happens. You know, sometimes jokes don't land. Just the way the world works. I've said some shit on stage before that I swore to God was going to make people laugh, and it just crickets. Just people just staring at me, and I'm like, oh my God, well, I don't know what humor is, I guess. I thought I had a sense of humor, but that's clearly not the case at all. What's the website where I pay you to send me videos to make me feel special? Well, Vanessa, I'm wearing a shirt right now with that company's name on it. It's called Cameo. The website is bookcameo.com, and I'm on there. So you can go, you know, if you want me to, if you want me to roast your grandma, I'll do that for you for the low price of $50. bookcameo.com/CodyCo. It's Devin's company, by the way. Has anyone found your DJ name yet? I think someone did. I think someone found it. But I'm not going to... Again, don't blow my fucking spot. I don't want to bring shit up like that anymore because I know... The last time I did that, someone fucking... I think like DM'd one of my friends or something and was like, what's Cody's DJ name? Don't blow my spot. Love you guys. Trust you. But don't blow my spot. Why are your cameos $50? Who the fuck do you think you are? So they used to be 25 or something, then I upped it to 30 and I kept getting booked, so I upped it to 50 and I'm still getting people booking them. And so now it's like real money for me now, which is amazing. You know, I'm using it to fucking pay my rent basically, which is sick. That's why they're $50. Hey Cody, are you interested in visiting Dubai? We can help out. That sounds super sketchy. That sounds so sketchy. Thank you for the offer. And I am interested in Dubai, but I don't know what that means. We can help you out. This guy is Stewie from Family Guy as his icon. So sketchy. Super sketchy. How long did it take you to learn how to surf, man? It took me probably a year to learn how to like actually like hold my own out there. Now I think I'm decent. I'm fine. I mean, I don't know. There's some sessions where you go out and it just makes you doubt your entire fucking all the time you've put into learning how to surf. Like last week on Tuesday, I think it was pretty big in Venice. It must have been like 5-6 feet, something like that. And I was still like recovering from the Chicago weekend, and I paddled out and with Marcus, and he was just charging, dude. He was like. Every wave he was paddling in, and I was just like, they're too big. I was just sat out there. And then like I was out there and you just get scared that you're just going to get stuck out there because you're like, I'm too much of a pussy to fucking try and catch any of these waves. And so that's just like a session like that just makes you fucking doubt everything you've learned and everything, all the time you've put in. And then the next day I went out and it was like around the same size. And I was like, all right, I'm going to make myself do this. And I did. And I had a couple great waves. But yeah, it took me about, I first learned for the first time in Bali, in Kuta Beach, That's why I learned. Apparently, it was one of the best beach breaks in the entire world. I didn't really know that. But that's where we first learned, and I was just an absolute kook, which is just a word for a bad surfer. And just was falling off my board and being stupid. And then we moved to Australia, and I did it for, I think in Yamba is the town. I've talked about this before. It's like one of my favorite places I've ever been. But that's where I actually learned for a couple weeks. And then, you can start. You can start as a mid 20-year-old. You'll probably never be as good as the guys who've been doing it for their whole lives. But if you just do it consistently, you can hold your own out there. Hey, Cody, do you think you can go a whole episode without mentioning that you live in Venice? Nope. Next question. Does taking a shower count as washing your hands? Yeah. Yes, 100%. Dude, if you take a shit, like if you do one of those naked shits, before you get in the shower, what kind of psycho washes their hands before they get in the shower after that? That's so redundant. You don't need to do that at all. Taking a shower absolutely counts as washing your hands. Also, by the way, if you wash your legs in the shower, that's weird. I've never washed my legs. I had a moment when I was like, there's probably so many people being like, you dirty motherfucker. I think I had a point when I was like 12 where I was like, wait, I don't really need to wash my legs. Is that weird? Let me know in the comments below. Cody, whenever you do a podcast, please tell us what the weather is like. We need the context, you old fuck. Well, it's, I know this isn't necessarily the start. This is more of the end. But it's pretty fucking sunny and it's really hot out right now. In honor of Taco Tuesday, I have an important question. Soft or hard? Soft, all the way, dude. Hard taco shells fucking blow. They just make no sense. You take one bite and everything fucking falls apart. It's the least functional thing ever. The point of a taco shell is to hold my shit in. It's exactly what hard taco shells don't do. You take one bite, cracks in half, and all the shit falls out. What? Who invented these? No, soft all the way. Absolutely all the way. Let's see. Maybe I'll answer a couple more and then... why do you say caramel like a virgin? Caramel? How do you say it? Caramel? How are you supposed to say it? The OC podcast is back. How do you feel about being left out? Yeah, so fucking Sam and Devin did an episode of the Orange is the New County without me. I didn't really care. Honestly, I was like, it's better that the podcast fucking lives, I'll be part of it again eventually, probably. Is TJ Miller actually your favorite comedian? Yes. Yes, he is my favorite comedian by far. I fucking idolize that dude. I love everything he does. And I just love his style. He's just fucking, I think he's just a funny fucking dude, man. And if you haven't seen his special on HBO, definitely watch that. It's hilarious. I thought it was so funny. Noel is so funny that it actually makes me upset to listen to him. That's why I want to be at that point. I want to be at that point one day where people come to see my stand-up shows and they just cry because they're so upset at how funny I am. That's any comedian's dream, I think. Are your podcasts eventually going to get longer? Well, bitch, check it out. I'm almost at an hour. This might be the longest individual episode so far. Maybe. We're gonna do it. We're gonna bust an hour. That's crazy, man. Maybe I should be hungover more often for this. Adam better fucking kill it this Taco Tuesday. I'm expecting big things. I know, dude. I know. I'm curious, and I'm curious if it'll even happen. Honestly, I think it'll go down, man. And it's coming up 7 hours roughly. I got to go fucking train for this goddamn marathon, and then hopefully Taco Tuesday happens, and I will follow up next week and let you know. People have been telling me to have girls on the podcast because it's kind of a sausage fest right now. So I got a couple coming over on Thursday. You probably know them, and it should be a good episode. So look out for that this weekend. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm fucking hungry. It's 12 and I haven't eaten in 16 hours, except for that goat cheese ice cream, that cream cheese ice cream. But you can't really count that. It's just rancid, you know. I'm gonna wrap it up. Go eat some food. So you know the drill, people. Patreon.com/CodyCo if you want to support the podcast. If you like what I'm doing, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, CodyCo. And then the Twitter for this podcast is @insanely_chill. By the way, we broke 1,000 reviews on iTunes. Thank you. I'm never going to ask for you to review it ever again, except I will still every single episode. So go review it if you like it. And you know, most of all, keep it real. You know, have a good rest of your week. Hope you guys had a good Taco Tuesday. Let me know if and how it went. And we'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye. Do I? No.